Alright, y'all, how you going? We're looking at some Landcruiser 79 series compilation video. I haven't seen these things in action for a while. They're actually one of the coolest vehicles I've ever seen, and of course, I think you've heard it a million times by now, we totally miss out on these here in the US. We don't get these at all. We only get the Toyota Tacoma, which is similar to the Hilux. And then, of course, our Landcruiser, we do have a model called the Landcruiser, but it's totally different. It's not like this at all. And it doesn't sell well. It's actually very expensive here. So, yeah, I'm going to drool over this cool truck because I love how tough it is, how rugged it is, how kind of old school it is, even the new models. And, yeah, and basically always be reminded of how we don't have these here. So it's suggested by somebody recently, I believe, on Discord, and I can't track it down. I do apologize. I can't find it for some reason, but I had it saved in here. So thank you to whoever that goes to. And this will be linked down below, so you can watch the whole thing and check their channel. That channel being Joshua Kuhn is where this comes from. Let's check it out. Look at that thing. What a beast. That's definitely a full send recovery there. We'll have to do a lot of muting too, because there's unfortunately, a lot of music in here. I'd love to hear the music of the engines, and that's about it. Look at that thing. God. These are just so aesthetic, man. Look at the stance of these trucks. And I know some of these might be lifted and modified, but that's okay. The truck is just so amazing. And I'm sorry, this would be a ute in Australia. But here, of course, you know, we would call them a truck. Holy crap. I just love these things. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. They're so freaking tough looking. They don't look all soft and molded like a lot of new vehicles. And I mean, the dimensions too. They're kind of the perfect size. They're not too big. They're not too small. And not to mention, I mean, the approach angles and departure angles, breakover angles, everything's got to be amazing on these. I mean, you know, you stick some big tires on here. I mean, look at the body, so slim. You know, like you have tons of ride height to work with here. Let's mute that again. Of freaking copyright music out the wazoo if I leave this on. That's what I like to see. By the way, I miss off-roading. I used to do this. This is how my channel started. I need to go. It's been a long time. Damn, look at that beaut. What a beauty. Where's this from? Victoria. I love ARB too, that this a lot of these have some tasteful, you know, modifications. ARB, I believe, I usually get two of the brands mixed up. I believe ARB is an Australian brand, correct? They make some awesome stuff. Damn. There's a four-door crew cab. And now you'll have to correct me. Most of these are diesel. I already knew that. It's a turbo diesel V8, correct? Are all of them diesel? Or is there this truck, or a ute rather, I'm sorry, this Landcruiser 79 series, can you get these in a gas engine? Is that even possible? Or are they all diesels? That part I can't remember. I feel like most of these sound like they're diesels though. Of course this one does. And I love the interior in these too. It's pretty wicked sound. Pretty wicked sound. Here, I'll rewind it since we have no music. Damn. Dude. I know it'll never happen here, but it makes you wonder, in theory, how popular would these be in the US? Not many Americans who don't like really pay attention to deep, you know, automotive stuff. A lot of Americans don't even know about these, right? And the ones that do, generally, from what I've heard, everyone drools over these. Like, everyone wants these and just is so mad that we don't get these here. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you wonder, would these actually sell really well? They totally might. And I don't think the big three here would like that. I don't think GM and you know, the Chrysler Group and Ford would like that, because you might see F-150 and Silverado and Ram sales going down if this was on the block. You know what I mean? Look at this one. Love seeing the flex test, right? Got that wheel tucked. These are, of course, solid axles, so they should be flexing pretty damn good. And this one's not even modified with like a huge lift kit, custom tires and wheels. You know, this one, they just look good. They just look good from the showroom, man. See, that one almost sounds like a gasser to me. That sounds like a gas V8. So maybe I've forgotten. I thought these were all diesels, but they might come in both. No music. Look at that, though. Such a clean looking vehicle, man. What do you like better, the crew cabs or the regular? I think I actually love both. I would take either, but you know, aesthetic-wise, yeah, the regular cab's looking sharp, dude. Although functional-wise, I would love having a crew cab. Jeez. Look at that thing going over some crazy terrain. Yikes, dude. Still, just went right up it. Whatever, right? That's insane. Damn, there's music on all these. That's so lame, man. Look at that. Jeez. Full send through the swamp. Holy smokes. Going through water is always sketchy, man. It's a weird feeling. I've done it plenty of times, and it's not fun. In my opinion, it's not one of my favorite parts of off-roading, going through water. This has got to be just one of the best vehicles you can ask for off-road, man. It's got everything you want. Four-wheel drive, solid axles. I imagine these have at least a rear locker, right? Maybe a front and rear. I'm not sure. You guys can educate me on that. I assume these have at least a rear locker or a limited slip. Look at that flex. Oh, my God. You got torque for days. Really rugged construction on this thing, right? I mean, what could you add? What better could you need, right? This has got to be one of the top performers off-road. Just total confidence in this thing. Ooh. God, that thing sounds neat. Right, there we go. Right up. Again, that one almost sounded like a gasser, too. Which, even if it has a gas V8, I think that's cool, you know? I'm not one of those people that thinks, like, diesel or nothing. I mean, I've had off-road gas vehicles. I think gas is awesome also. I know diesels are really awesome. But there's something also kind of fun and almost agile about having a gas, you know, vehicle for off-road. Especially if you want to have a little bit of a speedier truck, a Baja truck, then I want gas, right? I don't see no diesel Baja trucks. That's what I like there. I've done some walls like that. It is freaky the first time. Then I like it. I swear I took my wife, though, on a wall, maybe even a little bigger than this, and it looks vertical, right? You're like looking at the sky in my Power Wagon, which is an off-road truck that Ram makes on the 2500 platform. So it's a 3/4 ton super heavy truck. This thing weighed in at, I believe it was 8,100 pounds. I have a video from way back in the day where I got it weighed at a cat scale. And boy, that was a heavy freaking truck, huge truck, but it was a beast. But many places it didn't fit well. I mean, this is a much better truck in terms of size. But I tell you what, going on a vertical rock wall like this, the first time, she was like so scared. I was like, I know, we'll make it. And we did, but it's a wild feeling. And it was not easy. It was not something I'd tried again. Because with this truck, it'd be a little easier. It's a little lighter, a little smaller footprint. Come on, get right up that. Right here, he's going to get it. Oh, no, we didn't get to see. Come on now. Yeah, I think it would have made it for sure. Whoa, look at this. Mute it again. That's a cool build. I like the accessories here, or the storage rather. I like kind of the silver color with the silver rims. Kind of neat. It's almost look like the identical rims Pro Comps I had on my Power Wagon, except mine were black. And then, of course, the BF Goodrich all-terrain TAs. Regardless if you like them or not, I think I like them. I've had good luck with them. But regardless of performance, it is just one of the most aesthetic tires. Between the tread pattern, you know, the side ribs here, and then, of course, those iconic, the white letters, right? That font, BF Goodrich all-terrain TAs. It's just like the best-looking tire for aesthetics. Ending it with this one, we skipped around a lot. Make sure to use the link down there and check out this whole video later on. This is so Australian to me. Look at this. Driving on the beach. Look at that beautiful, just empty beach, right? It blows my mind. You have the coast, the blue sky, the blue water, and the Landcruiser 79 series. Boy, you guys are lucky in Australia, man. This is a hella cool scenario right here that I just cannot replicate. Can't replicate in America. It's a 6x6. Look at that. That's ridiculous. I love it and hate it at the same time. I'd much rather just have a normal one, personally. But you got to appreciate the bizarreness of this one. I wonder how well done it is, right? If it's truly a 6x6, that'd be great. The wooden, that's not stock, is it? The wooden handles there? Or the shift knob? Get a look at that. That is weird. Oh, man. Wow, so apparently this one was for sale in the U.S. And this sold yesterday from the day I'm posting this. So I don't know when you're seeing this, but when I'm recording this, this sold yesterday here in the U.S. Look at this bad boy. 97 Toyota Landcruiser. FZJ75 pickup, 5-speed. I freaking love it. And of course, at least to me, like untrained eye, doesn't look that different from the newer ones. That's why if I can import an older one, you know, what's the big deal, right? It's just like having a new one. That's the beauty of it, is they never really change. They have that just tough, rugged, simplistic look that I freaking love. This has got a 4.5-liter inline-six. It is a manual, of course, dual range transfer case. I love the beige color with like that sand color with the graphics. The graphics are just like unnecessary, and I love them. They work on this truck. Of course, the big Toyota, right? The classic, like, big font like that. And the Steelies. I mean, this is like a dream truck. I'm not even kidding. It's so weird how everyone, not everyone, but like a lot of Americans want all these big, you know, plush, luxurious, jazzed up, soft-looking trucks, you know, all the time. Like, I want the new 2024, whatever, right? The high country Chevy and Denali's and all these things. It's like, that's not the truck for me. I want one of these. I feel like a weirdo, but this is what I want. I'll take 3 of these over a brand new, whatever, insert 2024 American truck. I just love these, man. They're so simple. This thing's even carbureted. How wild is that? I'd say this thing is in really good shape. I can't believe that sold yesterday. I missed out. But, I mean, again, I wish I had the money set aside for this. That would be nice. That would help a little bit, right? This sold for $35,000, which is not cheap. I think that's a lot. I know these, especially in the U.S., have like a mystical quality. Like, we don't have these, so having this would just be a wild experience because none of your friends or neighbors would have one. But, you know, what's the price? Like, that seems like a lot. It's probably not a lot. I'm just like mind blown that these still pull money, right? But it kind of makes sense that they do. They are, at the end of the day, an iconic vehicle. They're, I assume, like pretty damn bulletproof, reliable. They're capable. And, of course, you have the rare factor in the U.S., so I think that would drive up the price a little bit as compared to other countries where they might be very common. Someone says, I've recently imported a few of these, and $35,000 U.S. is a great price for the low miles on this one. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty cool. It might be a low price. I have no idea. Anyone worried about the carburetor should not. They are awesome. Crank great in any weather and pull hard. Plus, you can still get them new from Toyota. See, that's really cool. That's what I like about this truck, man. They seem like they're straightforward to work on. They seem like they were built with durability and longevity in mind. And at the end of the day, they still make, I'm sure they made millions of parts for these over the past 30, 40 years. So the fact that you can still get parts for these, even a 90s one, is everything. I mean, they're easy. These things are just awesome. I would love to look at every one of these pictures. Look at the engine. Actually looks really clean under there for a 97. And look at all the leaves in this. Holy smokes, these are not like fake trucks at all. These are heavy duty for the size. How many leaves do we have here, for Pete's sakes? I think this thing has like 10 leaves. This is not a joke. This thing is like a heavy duty truck. I freaking love this thing. Oh my God, I want it. Anyway, looking through all these actually kind of come through pretty often, like a couple a month on Bring a Trailer, which this is all in the U.S. I believe these sales are mostly in the U.S., so that kind of blows my mind. That's a good thing. But look at the prices, right? These are going from 23 grand. This one went for only 9, which is, I guess, pretty mind-blowing. But it's like the little two-door SUV version. I want the truck, personally. Look at this 96 one from 48. A lot of these are going for 30, 40,000. Look at this 97 one for 30. Crazy, man. These are in like the last 6 months. You can see. But a decent amount of them, for sure. There's the price chart. I guess that would work a little better. This is in the U.S., by the way. So you can kind of tell me if you want. If you're watching this from Australia or New Zealand, not new ones, but we're talking older ones, like 90s, early thousands. These 90s ones are going for about 30 to 50,000. Maybe you get lucky and get one of the smaller ones or a high mile one for 10 to 20,000 US. Is that comparable to what you would find in Australia, or are these a lot cheaper in Australia? You'll have to let me know. I would be interested to see that, but anywho, that's going to do it for this one. I could go on forever looking at those, and I guess I'm going to keep an eye out because I didn't realize that these were going on like one site, like Bring a Trailer, that often. I think that's actually kind of cool. But yeah, that's just such an interesting vehicle. It's one of my favorite vehicles I've ever learned about when I'm learning about vehicles from around the world, that especially vehicles that the U.S. didn't get, and we just do not get these. We totally miss out on that. And of course, as you may know, the U.S. market is just a bizarre one, right? Lots of weird rules and taxes and safety standards and all these different things. Results in us having a very unique market, I guess you could say. There are some cool cars that maybe we get here that the rest of the world doesn't. But I think mostly it's the other way around. I think there's a lot of awesome vehicles around the world that the U.S. doesn't get, and we miss out on. So it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. At least I can learn about them and dream about them, right? And hear your awesome stories about your vehicles that we don't get here. Throw a thumbs up on there if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to be part of this amazing community we do have here. Click that join button to become a member. Maybe I have like 1 million people join my memberships. Maybe I can import one of these. We'll just have to see. Huh? Help me out. That's going to be it for this one. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. And until next time, y'all, have a great day. I'll catch you later.